Hello everybody, welcome back to the OBR YouTube channel. In this week's video, you guys already know what we're doing. We're going over our market forecast for the week of February 7th. In this week's video, we're going to cover our fundamental drivers for this upcoming week, our technical analysis, and the earnings in the S&P 500. Without any further delay, let us get right into this week's video. In terms of fundamental drivers for this upcoming week, we do not have to worry about anything except on Thursday at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, when we have core CPI and CPI numbers releasing in the US. Now, as you can see on screen, you will see the S&P 500 earnings for this upcoming week. So for this week, I wanted to start on Bitcoin because Bitcoin is in a very interesting position. We recently completed our 5-wave move to the downside. Once we reached 3,378, and these wave counts and price targets were covered in prior week's market forecasts, so if you're not up to date, be sure to go watch those. But since then, we obviously moved up very, very confidently and broke back above prior resistance, which was very, very significant. This is giving me more confidence in believing that we did complete our 5-wave move to the downside. Our correction is now complete in Bitcoin. So what I'm looking for is obviously sustained and continued upside for this wave count to play out, which I do think it is. Until we invalidate this, my bias is by far bullish on Bitcoin. Moving into Tesla, we've recently completed our wave 4, which was a complex zigzag correction, very similar to what we're seeing in Bitcoin right now. Since then, we came up in the prior week and are now consolidating around this level. My bias is bullish. I expect us to break above this resistance that we're holding now, complete a 5-wave move to the upside, and then continue bullish for Tesla. If Tesla does follow the market, we can expect a gap fill before our continuation. Looking at Nvidia, I am bearish on Nvidia if we do break this support line in this upward trending channel. This is a bearish continuation pattern to the downside. This would also show confluence for the market coming a little bit lower, which we'll get into in just a couple of minutes. Delta Airlines, I am mainly bearish on airlines overall due to the Omicron COVID variant and also 5G rollout, which was impacting flights and having countless flights canceled. So I am overall bearish on airlines, especially when their next earnings comes out. That being said, for now, we're going to be playing the price patterns, waiting for either a break to the upside of this resistance line or a break to the downside of this support in our macro downward trending channel, which we've been in for a while and we also have covered on prior market forecasts. QQQ is looking slightly bullish if we can hold this resistance trend into support level here, but if we cannot, then the next support I have us coming down to is 341. Netflix does look relatively bullish, just retesting our resistance turned into support that we first made when we gapped down on earnings. And now we are retesting that level. If we can hold this level, I will be looking for calls in this upcoming week because Netflix looks fantastic for continuation to the upside to fill this gap that we made. AMD does look bullish, but obviously it is a semiconductor which is positively correlated with Nvidia, so I'm not entirely sold yet on bullish semiconductors. But again, if the market does recover from here and it does not come lower, then we will obviously expect AMD to rise. If AMD is going to rise, we obviously need to see a confident break of the 125.30 level. Now looking at SPY. SPY is in a very interesting situation, which I wanted to cover with you guys. We had our 5-wave move lower, and according to the Elliott wave principle, wave 4 cannot end in the price territory of wave 1. This is the price territory of wave 1, meaning wave 4 did retrace into it, but the rule specifically says wave 4 cannot end in the price territory of wave 1, not that it cannot retrace into the price territory of wave 1. So I'm looking for either level to really be broken. If we're going to move lower and continue with our bearish sentiment, we will most likely make a lower high around this level, filling this gap potentially, but not breaking back above this high, and then falling to the downside. This would then be seen as the end of wave 4 before our 5th wave move to the downside, which would complete our correction on SPY. That being said, if we can break above this high that we just made around 458, then I will obviously expect more continued upside and most likely a V-shaped recovery from there. Boeing looks fantastic for continuation either to the upside or the downside due to the consolidation we're in, so I'm looking for a breakout above this level with a close on the 1-hour chart at 208.55 or below this level at 203.45. If we break above, that'll signal a buy entry. If we break below, that'll signal a short entry. But I really like how Boeing is setting up right now. BABA looks relatively bullish compared to other things, which is pretty interesting because it shows how the market is pretty indecisive. We're seeing some stocks bullish, some stocks bearish, but this is holding bullish for right now. And if we get a breakout of this wedge, we will most likely see wave 3 play out, which is a very strong impulsive move to the upside. And that can also be seen from this retest of support right here and a respect of this support level. Microsoft looks incredibly bearish after respecting this prior support turned into resistance level. If we get a breakout of this wedge to the downside, I will expect further continuation to the downside on Microsoft. So, ladies and gentlemen, very fast market forecast. I talk very quickly because I want you to get this information quickly and efficiently. I hope that this information helps you. I hope that you can take it into this upcoming week and make some money with it, because that is the goal here. And if you did enjoy, please like and subscribe. We will see you in the next. And, as always, happy trading.